Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Grim Ember. It is by Fainward, and it's a demo as part of the Steam Next Fest going on right now, and scheduled for some sort of release in some fashion or whatever this year, 2022. And it's a turn-based RPG. There's not much else to it at the moment, but we'll kind of jump in and show you what's there. It's I think I'd say it's pretty early on. You'll get the sense of it really quickly here. But I am going to give the game a half an hour. One thing I will note before we start, there is no save right now. And hitting new game doesn't actually reset the game. It just kind of puts you right back where you were. So if you mess up early on, which you tend to do, and you really want to go back and like do it fresh and clean from the start, you have to actually quit out and come back into the game fresh. But yeah, it's what's here is interesting. It's the start of something. So let's take a look at it. I'll give the game a half an hour of time, and I'll try to show you around as to what I've seen so far. So let's do this. New game. Now, one of the things that this game, I guess, suffers from, I think suffers from is a good way of doing it. You can get into a death spiral very, very quickly. So first of all, the first thing you have to do, go into your inventory and you have to drag your stuff over to your battle magic and battle items and stuff. I did not do this at first, and the game became much impossible to deal with. There's nothing in the game right now that needs antidote, so we're just going to do this in the mana potion, at least that I've seen. You have your gold here, which there is a shopkeeper in town, and this other thing, which I have not, I think this is for buying spells and stuff, but I haven't really used much of it at all. You can see your character stats down here. Your character stats are completely driven by what equipment you find or that you buy. Also, for some reason, here it says I have 3 mana, but I really only have 2 in combat. So I don't know, and I haven't seen it go up at all. So I don't know if that's just a mistake in the UI or what it is. Start out in this snowy plain here, and we'll take on this wolf, which we should be able to take out fairly easily. This is when you go into your turn-based combat, and you'll quickly see how this goes. So you got your weapons here, attack and defend, magic, the different magic spells we had, and the different items that we put on here. I only have 2. One of the things to note about weapons is, obviously you can deal an attack. If you defend, they'll half the physical damage taken, and will charge 1 of your mana orbs back up. You see I only have 2 over here. It's hard to see, but it's there on the background. So, what we can do is, now Fireball costs 2 mana, as you can see, and Flare costs 1, so, and Cure costs 1. So we'll do Fireball on our targets. Does 6 damage, and they do 3 to us, and then I'll just switch back to my regular attack, which will do 3, and this guy's down. Now, after every battle, you automatically heal, and your mana comes back, so that's good. Alright, we got a sword, which gives us cleaving damage, and life drain, and some gold, and Abyss Crystal, that's what that was called. That's good, that'll give us 4 more points of attack. Damage, which is good. So we'll come in here and put that in the appropriate slot. There is no, from what I've seen, there's no way to sell your stuff that you pick up at the shopkeeper. You can only buy things, so you don't really have to pick up anything more than what you really need. So now this battle here is going to be a little more interesting because there's going to be 3 of these guys. You can't tell starting out here, and that's kind of one of the pieces of feedback I'd give is, like, it'd be better if you could tell like what kind of battle you're getting into. Even if I could just roll over it and it would tell me like, hey, this is going to be pretty difficult given what you've got or whatever. Because like I said, you can very easily get into a death spiral where you just cannot possibly win and you'll just die. And you can't retreat from battle either, which is, I think, a bit of an oversight. So we should be doing 7 points of damage now. All these guys have 9, I think, health. So, and our magic is still only doing 4 points. So we're going to probably rely on our attack here and use our magic for healing. So this guy on. All right, we're doing 8. Sorry, doing 8 points of damage. And all these guys are going to do 3 to me. And I have, I think, 10 hit points. I believe is what I have. So, magic, cure. Now the only thing with this is it uses up your turn. So it's like, this is where I say you kind of get into like a little bit of a death spiral because you can't, because I'm right back where I started from, right? Like that cure basically did nothing for me. Now if I use an item, I can get back to, I could do another turn. But I feel like that's where they sort of need to look at how they're doing things here. Now, see, now that I take this guy down, I'll have more of a chance to like heal myself and still be able to do things. Although these guys are going to take me down to half here, pretty much. And I've used my thing, so I'm going to definitely die next turn here, unless I can do something about it. Like I said, it just uses up all my stuff here. And now I'm at a point where I can't possibly win, right? Because these guys are just going to keep doing the same amount of damage they did just now, right? Like there's no, unless you have items, like having this cure does absolutely nothing for me. Well, I guess technically if I defend, I can't even defend and do magic at the same time. Like you can only choose one. So now I'm just going to die here because I can't stop these guys from doing what they're doing, right? And that's why I say it's very rough. It's like you just get into a death spiral and you can't do anything about it. Now the thing is, being defeated in this game is not does not really do much other than put you back in the town here. It's kind of where we were headed anyway. So it's really, the game is really RNG and gear based. Like I had a run on stream when I was doing this, where the first battle that I did, they dropped a pretty good shield, and that was enough to give me enough defense that, you know, I was able to get through that other battle without any real problems. So if we go into the tavern, I don't think I have even enough coins to buy anything, do I?
Please have a look at my collection.
Everything's super expensive. I can buy some health potions. That'll be enough to get us through. Do that. Alright. When we come down here, let's go into our inventory and we'll put all of these health potions in here. Go. And we'll walk back out the front and we'll take on these things. We got a skelly here. Alright, let's do magic, fireball. Although really I should just hit him. Fireball did 7, that's not bad. Oh, that's right, he heals up every time you do. He's got like 1 mana or something. He heals up every time you do that. Just 8. just did 3 damage to me. Alright, let's see what he drops. Up the ring, which gives me 1 defense. Alright, we'll take it. 1 additional defense. So those wolves earlier, she only do like 2 damage to me then. We have 1 defense now. Over here and take on this wolf. Which should be just a single wolf. Yeah. You know. Yep, so now he just does 2. Means we can now take on that group of 3 wolves without and have an actual chance. But you see, it's not really the strategy's not really there yet. So Abyss Power 3 Magic Defense. No, I don't want that. If that cleave, having 4 cleave is really good. So we can come back over here and take on these guys again. Now I have a bunch of health potions too. That doesn't cost me a turn to use them. And that's the thing, like having a cure thing for your magic doesn't really seem to make any sense in this game because it uses your full turn. Alright, so it's like you just can't, like, you use it and then it's completely nullified by the next turn, you know? So this. You should have just enough hit points left to absorb these 2 shots, I think. If I did my math right. Nope, I didn't do my math right. Alright, let's try this again. My math was wrong. I should have just popped the potion. Can't talk to any NPCs yet. They look like they have NPCs here that you would be able to talk to eventually. But not in the game right now. Right now it's just sort of a battle sandboxy thing. What you see is pretty much what's here right now in the demo. Not much more to see about it. But we'll still give the game that it's 30 minutes. Alright, so now I just gotta take a health potion and then take on this guy. Now I can do this and still have some health left. Go, and then use another one. And again on this guy. You don't have to worry about healing. And if you're wondering, yes, you can get to a point where they literally can do, where the enemies can do no damage to you. Okay, this prevents. No, it does 1 to 2 damage. Alright, pants. Now I think that means the pants do. Yeah, and a lot of these images get stuck on the screen too. I think it means that adds 1 to 2 damage. Yeah, instead of defense, yeah. My stuff, although I never really see, like, seems to suggest that, but then I never really see that reflected anywhere, so I don't know. how exactly that works. Alright, got that. Also, it doesn't look like we actually used any health potions. They're still here, even though I had obviously used a few. So I guess I didn't need to buy all those things. So there should be a big one over here. Yep. You can probably take this guy on right now. Yeah. We can definitely take him on. You know, I think he only did two damage to me. It looks like it. You know, I couldn't see the number. Yeah, one more round ought to do it. Go. You got him. And what does he drop for me? A helmet with 1 defense. That's good. Alright. We'll add 1 to our defense. Then. And there are different like types of things like purple and like green and purple drops and stuff that have more things about them. So then everything should do 1 less damage to me now. You can cross this bridge and go into the sand area, even though it doesn't look like sand. Most definitely is. Again, very, very basic. Very basic. Yeah, they're only doing 1 damage to me now. Very basic, you know, this is the kind of thing you would do just to test the engine and all that stuff. Because obviously there's no point to the magic in the game right now. Because, you know, you get a decent sword and you're good here. So Abyss Power, I don't know what Abyss Power even does. I'm not going to pick that up. I don't think it does anything in the game right now. Unless it's to charge up your magic attacks, but then there is another thing that says magic damage, so I don't know about that. Okay. I believe I'm just going to try to go around and show you like the different kinds of enemies and stuff, because there's a lot of these scorpions here, and I want to try to get some upgrades though. Ooh, boots. 2 defense, which means nothing will do us any damage anymore. 4 Abyss Power, 2 magic defense. Oh, there are magic enemies in the game that could still do us damage. And 3 life drain. I don't know if life drain actually works, because I haven't seen it working. You know, it doesn't seem like it actually does anything, but good thought anyway. Boots on. We got purple boots now. Alright, let's go over and there is a sandworm around here. Take that on just so you can see what that looks like. Pretty sure there's one around here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. Rider worm. Rider worm. Alright, back. Oh, we're doing 11 damage now. And I don't think they implemented any attack for the worms. Because every time I fought this thing, it just sits there and doesn't do anything. So Oh well, sucks to be you, Worm. Give me some good stuff. Another ring with 1 to 2 damage. Okay, we have room for 2 rings, so why not? Why not? Those and ring over there. And that says 2 to 4 damage. Cool. And we'll go over into the grass area again, the forested area. Kind of see what's happening there. This is really, I mean, this is really it. There's like, I can keep fighting those things and getting loot, but basically that's all there is to the game right now. You can use that loot to buy stuff. We'll take on this dude here. You can't get through this fence, unfortunately. Very limited in scope here. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's 3 of them. 3 of them, but I don't think any of them can do any damage to me now. Yep, 0 damage. I have so much defense. You can see it's very, very simple right now. I'm just trying to get the basic concept down. And they've got the very, very basics going. It's kind of a shame that they don't have like any story implemented, because it's hard to tell exactly what they're going to do with this game. Like the turn-based combat, sure, everybody's seen turn-based combat, so I mean it's pretty straightforward. I would say that the animations take way too long to go, especially given, you know, when you have like multiple enemies and stuff. And the other thing is, it would be nice, I mean, if you're going to do something like this, where you just have flat numbers and there's no random dice roll or anything, then it might be just nice to have an auto resolve. Because if I go up against these guys, I know I'm gonna beat them, so there's no point in fighting the fight there. I don't need those camps. You know what I mean? So it would be, I mean, if you're just going to have flat numbers like that, and I don't know if they're going to just have flat numbers like that, then you might as well just have auto resolve when you're likely to just succeed. So down here, we'll follow the path on these guys. Or this guy, I should say. So this is a mage. He can actually do some damage to me because I have some magic. He uses magic. Assuming he actually uses his fireball on me, which he probably will do this next turn. Yeah, see all that mana just used up? So let's see what he does. Whoa! 8 damage. Yep. Yep, that was a thing. What's the heal up? But it's nice you can see what his mana is, so you know he can't do another one of those because he's used up his mana. That's good. They're not, at least they're not cheating. Let's put it that way. He's defending now to get 1 mana back. Doesn't matter because even with at half damage, it's more than enough to overwhelm him. Yeah. 1 to 2 damage, cleave damage, defense. Nah, I got a better one than that already. That was, I think, the only magic wielding enemy that you can face in the demo. So you can kind of see how the magic defense goes as opposed to physical defense. We just one-shot that guy. Oh yeah, that's right, he spawns a couple more. So like they're testing different things. You can see how one, you know, maybe called for reinforcements or something. But again, when you're in a situation like this, Okay, these guys can actually do some damage now. Do quite some damage, actually. Let's take a potion here. And take that out. So I guess there's a ranged defense. That or something that I don't have. Have to look at our character sheet and see what it says. Alright. That. Well, it looks like there's like some kind of campfire you set up too, so I guess that's like right now for the demo purposes they have like an auto campfire. Was there a ranged damage? A ranged defense? So there's magic defense, Maybe it uses the range uses the magic defense for some reason. I don't know. Or it's just that they had so much more damage output than normal stuff. I don't know. Could be that too. So in here, like the only thing you can interact with is, like it looks like you can interact with the town hall, but can't. You can interact with the tavern, and you can interact with the Magister's shop. And I think here's where you buy. So they both have the same stuff in them. I guess this would be your magic shop at some point in the future, but yeah. What's the belt? Life drain 3, defense, damage. Life drain. Shoulders, cleave damage, abyss power, magic defense. Well, we can buy the belt. Anyway. Enough money for that. That on. There you go. We got defensive 5 now. I mean, we're already pretty much invulnerable. And there's no real other spots to go. So we'll just kind of run out the 4 minutes that's left here. You can kind of just see what's what. Watch me absolutely wreck faces here. If we get something special in a drop. Oh, there we go. Shoulders. I didn't even have to pay for them. There we go. And purple shoulders at that too. So let's see. 1 magic damage, 2 magic defense, 2 more to my cleave damage, and 1 to my regular defense. Yep. There we go. And there is an amulet thing that will drop. Well, we saw the 1 amulet that I just didn't pick up because it wasn't really worth it. Didn't seem like it was worth it. Let's try our magic and see how it's doing right now. Yep, magic's at 15 damage now. I'd say it's doing pretty good. Magic damage, more magic damage here with that amulet. Alright. So be it. And the necklace slot. So what's our magic damage now? 4. And our regular damage is 3 to 6. Three to 6 in addition to what we were doing. Let's see. Let's do a regular attack here. 15. All right. I don't need that sword. Okay. More folks around here. I mean, I'm pretty much wrecking faces now. Clear the map off. Do a fireball. That's at 17, so let's do it like 1 more damage than our normal stuff. Alright, shoulders now. I got better ones. Nose. And then it's just going through the sand area then, I guess, and just taking out the rest of those the rest of the scorpions. I mean, you've seen pretty much everything in the game thus far. One to 2 damage now. I got a better one than that. The only other thing that I've seen drop are shields. That's the only one. That's the only equipment we haven't gotten a drop for yet. So we can go over and kill some scorpions here and see if one of those will drop a shield. In the less than a minute we have. Damage. Okay, 0. Be nice to get to a point where you just do those in one turn, like the skellies. But this power 2 defense. I don't think that's any better than what I've got already equipped. I wish they would show you like what you already have equipped as a comparison there, but I mean they do the comparison in your inventory, which is nice. But it would be nice on the loot drop screen as well, where see what the comparison is. But yeah, that does it. We'll do one more battle just for the sake of argument. See if this guy drops a shield, since it goes pretty quickly. And you know what? I'll use magic on it. I don't know if there's any resistances to fireball or anything on any of these guys. Nope. Answer is no. No resistances. Dropped another belt we don't need. I'm already back up to 74. 74 gold too. These guys are dropping tons of gold. But yeah, that's about it. That's about all they got to go right now in the game. You can see the Magister's notes. There's different. They do have notes on elements and stuff. So I assume they're going to put those in there at some point, but they're just not implemented right now in what we see. But yeah, that'll do it, my friends. This has been Grim Ember. It is by Fainward, and it's a demo right now out on the Steam Next Fest. So you can go download it for yourself and play around with it. And it's scheduled for release sometime this year. I imagine it's probably going to be like an early access release, because this is like super duper early. So there's that. But yeah, I think, I mean, they've got the start of something. They've got like the turn-based combat in there. They just need to figure out what else they're going to do. I kind of like, I wish there was some more to it than what they've done here. It's like this feels like one of those that it's kind of early to put a demo out for. You know what I mean? Because you're not really showing much beyond the very, very, very basics of what you're trying to go for. And it feels like you'd have a better demo if you had put in there, like, here's what makes us different from other, you know, here's our story, or here's a mechanic that is different, like, I don't know, crafting or something, who knows. But anyway, that is what it is, my friends. As always, I will leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.